Osama bin Laden.
Of Osama bin Laden.
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 That the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
A manhunt that gripped the world for a decade. One man, the most wanted terrorist on the planet, vanished into thin air after orchestrating the deadliest attack on American soil. The CIA was desperate, chasing dead ends, until a single clue, a phone call, cracked the case wide open. How did they find Osama bin Laden? Stick around for a story of spies, secrets, and a daring raid that changed history. Just days before the US presidential election, a video aired on Al Jazeera that stunned the world. Osama bin Laden, the mastermind of the 9/11 attacks, appeared healthy and confident, claiming responsibility for the tragedy. He mocked the US, showing he felt safe in hiding. This wasn't just a taunt, it was a wake-up call for the CIA. At their headquarters in Virginia, a special task force was already hunting him, but every lead had gone cold. The video was a slap in the face, proving bin Laden was still out there, untouchable. The missed chance at Tora Bora. 3 years earlier, in 2001, the CIA thought they had him. After the US invaded Afghanistan post 9/11, al-Qaeda fighters fled to the rugged Tora Bora mountains. The CIA believed bin Laden was hiding in those caves. With help from local Afghan tribes, US forces launched heavy airstrikes and ground battles. But bin Laden slipped away. When the dust settled, only about 20 al-Qaeda fighters were captured. The CIA's first big chance to catch bin Laden was gone. Little did they know, one of those captives would later spark a breakthrough. A key suspect emerges. Among the Tora Bora prisoners was Mohammed al-Qahtani, a man who claimed he was in Afghanistan for falconry. The CIA didn't buy it. When they checked his fingerprints, they found a match. Weeks before 9/11, Qahtani had tried to enter the US at Orlando Airport with $2,800 cash and a one-way ticket. Suspicious customs agents turned him away. Digging deeper, the CIA learned Qahtani had called an al-Qaeda number in the UAE from the airport. They also found a car rented by Mohammed Atta, the 9/11 ringleader, parked there. The conclusion? Qahtani was meant to be a hijacker on United Airlines Flight 93, the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania after passengers fought back. Following the trail, Qahtani's capture opened doors. In 2002, the CIA arrested Abu Zubaydah, an al-Qaeda logistics expert. He revealed details about the group's structure and introduced a new name, Abu Ahmad al-Kuwaiti, who had trained Qahtani in security tactics. A year later, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the 9/11 mastermind, was caught. He downplayed al-Kuwaiti's role, calling him a retired member. But in 2004, another break came when Kurdish forces arrested Hassan Gul, who carried a letter for bin Laden. Gul confirmed al-Kuwaiti was bin Laden's personal courier, a critical link to the al-Qaeda leader. The mystery of Abu Ahmad al-Kuwaiti. The CIA was now focused on Abu Ahmad al-Kuwaiti, but his identity was murky. His name was an alias, meaning father of Ahmad from Kuwait. Some al-Qaeda members, like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and Abu Faraj al-Libi, arrested in 2005, insisted he wasn't important. Others, like Gul, said he was a key player. The conflicting stories made the CIA more curious. They knew bin Laden was communicating through a courier network, and al-Kuwaiti was their best lead. But they had no real name, no location, just a code name. For years, the trail stayed cold, with the CIA watching bin Laden's family and intercepting al-Qaeda messages, hoping for a clue. Breaking the code. In 2007, a foreign intelligence agency gave the CIA a game changer. Al-Kuwaiti's real name was Ibrahim Saeed Ahmed, a Pakistani whose family had moved to Kuwait. The CIA tapped millions of phone calls from the Middle East to Pakistan, searching for him. In June 2010, they got a hit. A man speaking Arabic and Pashto, dodging questions about his location, matched al-Kuwaiti's profile. He used his phone briefly, turning it off to avoid tracking. The CIA was sure this was their guy. In August 2010, a Pakistani CIA agent spotted him in Peshawar, driving to a large compound in Abbottabad. The size of the house shocked them. Could bin Laden be inside? The final raid. The CIA watched the Abbottabad compound, suspecting bin Laden was there. On May 1st, 2011, at 11 p.m., 2 stealth Black Hawk helicopters took off from Afghanistan, carrying Navy SEALs. The mission was risky. Pakistan wasn't told, and the compound was near a military academy. The raid, planned for 40 minutes, hit a snag when a helicopter crashed. Still, within 15 minutes, the SEALs found and killed Osama bin Laden on the 3rd floor. After a 38-minute firefight, they left with his body. The helicopter was destroyed to protect its technology, and bin Laden's body was later buried at sea. The decade-long hunt was over, closing a chapter in history. The aftermath and legacy. The raid wasn't just a victory, it was a turning point.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of al-Qaeda.
News of bin Laden's death spread like wildfire. Bringing relief to millions who'd lived in the shadow of 9/11. But it came at a cost. The CIA's methods, including controversial interrogations, sparked debate. A 2014 Senate report criticized these tactics, saying they didn't directly lead to bin Laden's capture and raised questions about ethics.
Just when you thought U.S.-Pakistani relations couldn't get any worse, Osama bin Laden.
The operation also strained U.S.-Pakistan relations, as Pakistan was kept in the dark. Yet, the mission showcased the CIA's persistence, piecing together clues over a decade. From a missed chance in Tora Bora to a phone call in Peshawar, every step built toward that night in Abbottabad. Bin Laden's death didn't end terrorism, but it sent a message. Justice, though slow, was relentless. The world watched, and history turned.